Hi everyone, welcome to Creature Station. My name is Nav. I'm the creator of Creature Station, and in today's lesson we will be exploring the Baryonyx creature. So now let's just go ahead and let's try to see what this rig have. Hopefully you'll be amazed, and hopefully this rig will work nicely for you. So if I select any of these jiggle controllers and if I start moving them, so you see how I'm moving the skin of this dino. Now let me show you, if I try to move this one, look at the the muscle jiggle that you can do. Just think about that. So there are a lot of muscle movement. I put a lot of control so that you can control the creature from inside out. So now you can see how nicely you can make it feel that the muscles inside the creature's neck are moving. So for each and every part of this dino, I'm talking about the major parts, about the body and the major parts, you have a really good muscle deformation control in your hand. So now, for example, in this lower one, so as I'm moving it, so now you can feel how the muscle and the inside this skin might be moving. Like traditional jiggle controllers are so these outside one, the outside circle is the traditional jiggle controller. So if you just select the outside one and if you start moving it, it just give you a general jiggle kind of control. So this is the first layer. In the second layer you get the proper jiggle feel, it's actually the inside out kind of move. So now you can use the blend of this. You can try to use different ways to, but we are going to look at the smallest things later. Now we have this main kind of center of gravity controller, and we have our back body and the tail starting from right from the center as well. So now we have this root tail controller, which is controlling the starting point of the tail. And then we also have a couple more other controllers. So we have the center of the back body controller, I'm gonna say. So this is the back body controller. If you can see, the pivot of the back body controller is somewhere in down here, but you should not think of this like that. It's just this rig is designed in a very different way. So for now, trust me. So now if you just select the back body controller and if you try to rotate this dino, now you can see how nicely you can control the back body of this one, because the pivot is here. So you have a couple different pivots for the back body. You can use this one for the up and down, or for whatever you want to use, or you can use this another one, this which the pivot of this next one is somehow more in the back. So this gives you a little bit more specific back body controller kind of behavior. So yeah, so you have these two different kind of back body controllers. We'll decide how we want to use these ones later as we are animating it, but we kind of got the point now. And now we have a similar kind of options in these back body controllers as well. So now you can see we have a similar kind of option for us to change the behavior of the spine. Moving on, we have the first and second controller of the spine. So right now, as you can see, as I'm just selecting both of these controllers and I'm rotating them, so now you can see how natural how naturally the dino is kind of going up and down. And it's also if I just wanted to explain one more thing here. So so right now the front body is global. So as is rotating, is moving with the spine. So as you can see, as I'm selecting these two controllers and as I'm rotating them, the front body is moving down with them, but it's not rotating with that. So you can see it's staying focused in the forward direction. So we can change that. We can select the front body and we can change the parent here, controller to space. Instead of world orient, we can change it to parent all. So now you will see that now it will follow the spine in a different way. So now it's more like a forward kinematic. So I'm just going to press Ctrl Z and I'll stay in this zone for now. I'm just going to zero these spine controllers out. And okay, similarly, we have neck controller, same like the spine. We have these two neck controller, so they are controlling the neck. So here, like, neck is also designed in a different way. I design I this is my way. So the head is actually starting from some, like, right from here. So right now there's a kind of another controller you have for the head. So this controller is responsible for the rotation. So I just put this one also in the world space. So now if you select this small controller here, so you can see the neck. So the the neck space here is the world, is set to world. I'm going to change it to parent for now. So now you will see that, if as I rotate the head, so it's going to behave differently. You can also change this, so you have this controller which is controlling the head area, and you have this general controller as well, which is controlling the overall head space. We can change that, how here, like, we have option that whether controller 2, so we can change the controller 2 to the world orient as well, similarly, like how we have this spine set to. So now if you keep, like, it does, if you change it, the head will rotate slightly. Hopefully I'll find out. So yeah, it's just a small bump that is there. So I'm going to select these two controllers, and if I try to rotate, so we can control the head like this as well. So we can even keep this one as global. And so, like, we can choose to do it with this one or to do with this one. So but yeah, this is a little bit more of a deeper level of conversation. I don't want to have it right now. I'm going to select both of these controllers, and I'm just going to zero out these translations and rotations. Same thing here. And yeah, and I'm going to select this one, and I will make sure that this one is set to parent all as well. And this one, I'm going to turn it back to, this neck space back to the world again, so like how it was before. So yeah, we quickly looked at the spine. Like, we can turn on more controllers for the spine. So we have tweaker controllers, so we can turn on a few tweakers for the spine. So these can give you more fine-tuned, like, sorry, not rotations, like, more fine-tuned motion for the spine. So you can design the spine in a little bit even better way. But, like, as you can see, like, they are only for the moving, they are not working with the rotation. For the rotation, like, the spine is designed, like, for the front and back body. This is a kind of a small body, like, with the rotation, I don't think is required. But if you want to do it, you can do it from this middle controller. There's a mid controller here. So this controller have a kind of a middle body part kind of option here, so we can utilize this to give some motion just to the middle body if you want. And it can give some motion as well, but the main motion is like, we have, I think, the better way to control the body would be to just move this and to do mainly, like, like, if you want to do some rotation, we should do it mainly from here. I think that would look more cleaner. Moving on. We can also turn on, I'm going to select this, so we turn on the tweakers. So I'm just going to turn off these tweakers for now. So we can turn on the tweakers for the neck as well. So we have this tweaker visibility, so we can control the neck in the same way. Now we get 3 different tweakers, so we can give some interesting behavior to the neck. And just going to turn it off for the neck as well. And then we have the head controller. Like, we have a head controller here, and we can control the head from this V as well. This is just a different pivot. So we can control this head, and then we have this jaw. We can control the mouth opening and the jaw. So it's like mouth, just like a normal jaw controller, and we have the upper jaw as well. We can open the jaw from this upper controller as well. So, like, you can see the controllers are also behaving nicely to the mouth opening. And I'm gonna talk about those controllers later. So that's like what we have. So we can now, like, let me quickly go to the this lip controller. So we have pretty good control on the lip. So we have 2 different kind of lip controllers. So for the entire lip, like we have the first one is this bigger controller, which can just move the entire jaw up and down. So this is like, just to give a general kind of jaw motion, like if you want this dino to talk or something, like, if you want to try something like that, you can try with this. But I think I will I don't I won't move much on this one, because this is like a creature. For the realistic move, like, we have another different controller, arrow controller. If I just select this upper controller and if I move it up, so now you can see, like, you get a kind of a natural kind of, like, the skin going up. So right now the rig is kind of a little bit, if I click on this, so now you can see, I'm utilizing the resolution as much as I can. So but when if you press 3, so this this wrinkling thing would look even better. And I think in rendering also, like, so yeah, once the rig is a little bit more smoother, this will look better. Yeah, I'm just going to turn off this. So now you can see, like, we have this kind of lip kind of wrinkle here, like a snarl kind of. I'm just going to zero out this, and we have this for the entire lip. Like, you can do it from anywhere. So you can do it from here, and like, we can give a pretty good kind of aggressive kind of facial animation. Like, we have now you can see, like, how much control we have, starting from the front here, and the same thing here, like with the lower one as well. Like, we have all that control. Like, if you want to give some close-up shot to this dino and try something, for sure, give it a try. And this same way, like, we have a lot of control in the inner part of the mouth as well. So now you can see, like, you can move the skin from here. This is like a general jiggle kind of option. So you can move, add a shake from the inside, and you can add a shake here as well. Like, yep. So you have all this, and then you have, like, like this outside lip controllers, which can give you even better feel. So yeah, that's what we have for the lips. And now let me show you for the nose. For the nose again, like, if you move, so you can control this nose in a nicer way. So now, like, you can move this controller, and now you can see if you want to add breathing and all, so you can move this up and down, and then you can try some other looks for the nose as well. So that's for what you have for the nose. You have some general kind of upper skull control, like, kind of a skin mover controller here. So if you move it like this, so now you can see, like, you're adding some wrinkling effect again. Right now it's a little bit because the rig is a little bit faster, so for that you can press 3 and you can make it faster if you want. And you have another one here, so you can you can see, like, if you try to turn all of these on, you can make this creature pretty aggressive for sure. Like, like maybe something like this. Yeah, that's like extreme, but yeah, for sure, like, if you're trying to make it move and like his roaring, we can bring out some good behavior. Yeah, I'm just gonna press Control Z. I'm gonna take them back. For sure, like, you cannot just put them to extreme. You have to use the blend of them. And then you have some more extra controllers to give shape to this nose. I personally feel like, if I close the mouth of this dino like this, I right now this have a pretty good shape, a straight kind of skull. So I feel like, for my taste, maybe I would move this nose slightly down. Now it have a different kind of beak, maybe. It's just my thought, but yeah, now it's more dino like. Maybe some of you might want to make him like this. Maybe I'm just gonna leave it to default for now. It's looking great. Yeah, I'm just gonna open the jaw. So so that's what we have for the face. We have some here we have brow controllers, and and then we have this eye. We can try to like, we have some aim controllers for the eye as well here. And we have this blink, we have just one blink for now. Maybe, like, if I in future I might make it more detailed, but this is gonna be a huge creature. Yeah, so for now we just have a general blink. This is driven by a blend shape, but maybe as I'm gonna update with a better eye controller, for now I just felt like this is more than enough for us. and we can enhance this blink by moving few more, giving a few more motions here. Yeah, so going back to the eye opening, so we have the eye here, and then we can move the eye like this, and we have some pupil kind of controllers as well. So you can give them a try. Okay, so and then we have just one cheek controller, which can you can move it to it's just one in the end. Now going back to the tongue here, so we have some tongue controllers, all of them are FK. I'm just going to select them, and let's see what we have here. And okay, so you can see a general FK tongue, and you can try so yeah, that's what we have for now. Yep, so that's, I think, a good introduction of the face. And now I think the main highlight, maybe I want to talk about these again, the muscle ones, because that's the main highlight of this rig. The rig, this muscle the kind of feel that you can get out of this rig by using these muscle deformers. I think that's going to be amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the leg now. So we have pretty good leg here. So now I'm gonna just move this dino slightly down to show you what we have. So we have a lower leg controller here. We're gonna use this to give a nice roll and stuff to this dino. And again, we have these muscle controllers on the leg. We can turn on way more controllers. So right now what you're seeing is just the base. If I select the foot controller, we can turn on way more leg controllers. So if I turn on all of these, so you will see that you have a good amount of control for the entire, we have this we have a pretty good bendy control for the leg. We can try using this bendy, but I don't think we will need to. But we have a very strong kind of rig, maybe that's a better way to say. You can try very interesting kind of animations with this, and it have a pretty good leg. So the amount of controls we have, I'm just going to select this again. I will hide most of those. I'm going to start from these bendy ones. I'm going to hide all the bendy ones, and then we have this curve, and I'm just going to hide all that. And twist ones, I think the twist one is this arrows. Just going to hide that. And yeah, I'm gonna keep this this ball vector. So now, yeah, just a general rig I'm gonna keep. So yeah, we have this ball vector. We have a general FK leg, and now we have this FK and IK as well. I'm gonna show you the FK later. Let me show you the details on the foot first. First of all, let me show you some attributes. So we have I'm gonna go to this ball roll first. So we have a ball roll happening. So now you can see the ball roll is happening from somewhere, from some point here. So but you have a pretty good option here. You can select the end of this toe here, this is the red one, and we can turn on the IK here. So sorry, so we can turn on the IK. So now as you are doing this ball roll, so now you can see the foot is the toes are going to stay like this, and then as you're going to move the foot, either you can move it like this, and you can keep this toe controllers to the world as well. So we have some options here. So as we are doing this like this, we can transition from IK to even FK, so we can try multiple things. For now, I'm not going to complicate the explanation. When we're going to animate the foot, we will think about that. Okay, so going back, we have this roll, and then we have some toe up, down, and sideways. We have some few more side bang and stuff. Yep, and we have this one working nicely. Other than that, we have these controllers. They are giving us some extra points. I'm gonna definitely utilize some of these. Yeah. But we have all of this control right in the foot as well. We can just utilize this ball roll and this side to side one, and we can do pretty much all of that. We can set how much we want to stretch and everything from here, but for now I'm just going to leave it to the default. And we have another, like, so this controller is just for the overall fingers, and this one for the upper side, so this roll. We can control, like, so right now there's a kind of a bend here, so yeah, we can control this lower side of the foot from here, like, just in case you need to. And we have some extra, the end controller here. So we can control a lot of things here. And we have again, like, this muscle deforming controller here to give a nicer feel to the foot here. So that's a lot of detail, I think. So, like, we have IK fingers here, and, like, we have a general kind of FK finger right now, and then you can convert to IK. So there's a separate control for this nails. Yeah, so, like, okay, so that's just a general explanation. So I'm just gonna raise this Dino up again. Oh yeah, so I was trying to show you, like, so we have this leg. So this is, like, just where you can see, like, here the leg is starting from here, but we have a extra clavicle controller here. So, we can use this clavicle controller to get a nicer kind of a bone feel here, when there's a weight coming to this leg. So when you try to, add some weight here to this bone, like, to show that there's a bone here, we can try to, use this controller, and we can, try using this with the rotation in a rotational way as well. So, I think, we can definitely utilize this controller in a very nice way. Yeah, maybe I'm just going to move it up and down. I'm not going to rotate. I think that would look better. For now, I'm going to zero it out. And so this one, the upper one is for the clavicle, and the lower one is not for clavicle. If you move the lower one, you can see you're just stretching the leg. You're not moving this part up. Yeah. And regarding the arm, is the same deal. Like, you have the FK arm. We have some nice finger controllers here. We can I think we have enough control to decide, like, how we want to proceed here. And, like, you can convert this arm to FK as well if you need. So right now it's going up because we have to move the Dino slightly higher. So now you can see, like, we have this FK control as well. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go back and make it to FK. So yeah, I think that's a general main rig feature we have. So we have, like, a clavicle for the arm as well. So, and then, yep, that's yep. So now, like, I will show you like these some of these muscles ones. So, like, the favorite one is this one. So now you can see, like, when this creature is gonna roar, or when it's gonna breathe, like, we can utilize some of these ones. And, like, and for example here, the muscle kind of deformation that you can do using these deformers. So these are amazing. We can bring out a much more realism into this creature using some of these motions. And, like, like, for example, like, if you want to make, like, a skin kind of moving effect, like a skin rolling effect, these ones are gonna be, like, very useful for that kind of feel. Like, yeah. And, like, all of them are my favorite. Like, I designed them one by one. So, like, these are blend shapes combined by me. Like, I specifically designed them for this kind of purpose. Yeah, so now you can see, like, the muscle kind of move happening down there. And you can see this one as well. And then you have a general kind of jiggle controller here as well upon that. So if you want to do something like that, you have a controller for that as well. Yeah, and, like, now going back to the tail, we have FK tail. For the tail, we don't have to worry too much, because with the Dino, they have a pretty flexible tail. We'll try to utilize ragdoll for that. Yeah, it's a general FK tail. And, like, with the tail, I'm not going to complicate it too much. Yeah. Okay, so now going back, I'm gonna move this Dino up, and yep. And now one more thing, like, you might be wondering. So, like, your outliner might be looking a little bit different. So if you just, if you go like, right click here, if you go to show here, if you click on show, and if you go to this assets, and here, like, there's a show at top. This one should be turned off. So if you turn it off, your translate and rotate will come up. So that's a necessary thing to do. I don't know, like, I think, some of them, in some Maya versions, you might not see this translate rotate and in the upper side. So you have to do that. Yep, so that was a quick intro to our rig. Now I think I can't wait to start animating it. And before we start animating, the next video will be about, our plan. So what will be our plan? Because we are going to make a walk cycle, and then this creature is going to stop, and then he's going to roar. So that's a good amount of work, and we want to utilize our understanding of a giant creature. So that's the main goal here. We are trying to learn how a giant creature is moving, and we'll see how much we can use the references. But here I want to utilize this lecture just to like, how will we make a giant creature walk from imagination, like, just because it's going to be giant, for sure. I will look around, like, for example, like, I will look at this creature, like, moving, and, like, regarding, just going to turn it off, how this creature is moving, like, I try to find some references, like, to use for this, and yeah, like, you can definitely find, if you wanna. But I personally, I want to do it for my taste. I like, this creature is full on for my taste, and I want to, my cycle also should be from my good understanding, and I want to make this video specifically for my, just to explain everything I want to explain about dinos from my brain. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.